More than a month after their audacious Netball World Cup triumph, the Silver Ferns finally got to share their success with the New Zealand public. The team were welcomed with a reception at Parliament where plaudits came from as high as the Prime Minister right down to aspiring young netballers. Bridget Tunnicliffe and videographer Claire Eastham-Farrelly were there.
Around 500 people came out to acknowledge the Silver Ferns' incredible World Cup victory. The crowd was mostly made up of young primary and secondary school students eager to mingle with some of their heroes. The Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, welcomed the Silver Ferns on the steps of Parliament and acknowledged how far they had come.
We were not going to let you away with just sneaking back into Aotearoa and not having a moment where we can say that you're incredible, that your performance was incredible, but much more than that. You've been on a journey that has had highs and lows, and you came out on top.
The Minister of Sport, Grant Robertson, met the Silver Ferns early on in their campaign in Liverpool and says when he left, he had a feeling they would go all the way.
I was in Liverpool and I got on the train to go back to London, and a man sat down beside me and he said, "What are you here for?" And I said, "I'm here supporting the Silver Ferns netball team." And he said, "Oh, how are they going to go?" And I said, "They're going to win."
The mastermind coach behind the victory, Nolene Taurua, told the crowd the win was bigger than the Silver Ferns.
At the end, and we were up with the Prime Minister, and she did speak to us about parity. She did speak to us about women in sport, to what we can do for the greater good. Hopefully that we can provide a pathway for not only young girls but also boys to want to play netball, to play sport in the community.
The Silver Ferns then performed a waiata before they headed out to the fans. Casey Korpua, who played her last game of netball in the final, says she still hasn't watched a full replay of the game.
No, I've watched the highlights and I got so nervous and so like a hot flush almost, and my husband was like, "You know you win this." I'm like, "I know," but still for the first time watching it, God, I looked dead on my feet, to be honest. Korpua,
who came out of retirement for the World Cup, admits she had to endure quite a lot of physical pain to get through the tournament.
It was extreme, but Knowles had put us through our paces before that, so we knew we could get through it. And the couple of weeks leading up to that, I don't think I've had anything harder. After that England semi-final, Meals and I were roommates, and we just sort of flopped onto our beds and we're like, how do we do this again tomorrow? Because we were absolutely shattered. But the sun came up and you had to get up and go again.
Students from nearby Wellington Girls College say it is great to have role models they can look up to.
Having Maria as my inspiration, yeah, she's really good. So.
And what did you talk to them about? What did you ask them?
Well, we kind of just asked for a photo. We
we got some pretty cool photos. Maybe show some family, friends.
Yeah, definitely shows my mum.
Teacher.
Yeah.
It was the first time most members of the team have been back together again after the World Cup, as many had different commitments straight after. Nolene Taurua went back to the Sunshine Coast to resume her quest for a third straight title with the Lightning in the Australian Super Netball competition. The Silver Fern shooter Emilia-Ann Ekenasio, who became an international star at Liverpool, says they wouldn't have achieved what they did without Taurua.
Honestly, I don't think we would. I don't think she would. She's done some pretty amazing stuff with our group, and we all know it and we feel it. She's a really, really strong leader for us. So I don't know where we'd be without her.
Taurua confirmed last week she's leaving the Australian League and will stay on as Silver Ferns coach for the next 2 campaigns. But beyond that, she's still not sure.
I've been coaching for a very long time, and sometimes I think, is there anything else that I can actually do? I love the challenge of what the Silver Ferns did bring, and knowing we only had 11 months to be able to build it, and I love that and the learning that went behind it. So I suppose got to be able to find the passion and whether I fit within what needs to happen moving forward.
Taurua says she's heartened that the result has helped boost the profile of netball in New Zealand.
For us to heighten the netball profile, plus also I think raise the overall general spirits of the youngsters, and know that it's a clear pathway for a lot of people if they want to, netball to be a career, and it's a great choice. So the spirits have been definitely raised, and it's great that we have been able to influence that.
Students from Sacred Heart Primary School were impressed with the cup, which they got to see up close, and it seems the the Silver Ferns have left a lasting impression.
What have the Silver Ferns taught you, do you think?
That we can be anything that we want to be, and that when we grow up we can, if we work hard, we can become anything.
Not to give up, even if we're behind. Don't give up.
There will be plenty of anticipation for the Silver Ferns' next series, the Constellation Cup against Australia, which starts October 13 in Christchurch. For Checkpoint Court, Bridget Tunnicliffe, TNA.